say, guys, now's your chance. If you're gonna go, go.
I'm not sure Malcolm has even noticed what's happening.
Oh God, this is gonna be
Not paying attention.
Okay, take me out. Keep me safe.
This whole thing is just tippy.
You could go higher.
I know.
You could go so high.
Oh, there's one.
Maybe.
You can do it.
Oh, this is where they get sticky.
You could go to the other side.
Oh God, all right.
I think
This
we
is
should.
still the first block.
I think we should just let Maria eat us.
Choose to fail.
She's really hungry. Nobody ordered pizza tonight.
I don't know if this is a good idea. It was like, came out real easy and then it got real sticky. All right, that's one.
You just go to you could second level. You know, you could go so close to the top. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you watch as Sean yells,
Now's your chance.
"Make a break for it! I got her!" And he barrels straight into Maria and knocks her off kilter. But when you touch her, you realize that it's not flesh.
That's
whatever
worse than
she's
whenever
made
I thought
of
you were gonna
is
say.
like dry. It's like a dry substance under your hand, and it feels like paper, when you're touching her. But unlike Joshua, who had that kind of thin, the thin, expanded, there is a solidity, like a folded thick paper, as if there's a suddenness, you're unexpected that it would be so solid.
Okay.
And as you barrel into her, you knock her back, and she kind of goes maybe about 10 feet down what would be the hallway.
Yeah.
But you notice where there should be a hallway that would carry down all the way to the other end of the building, it's actually sloped and blocked, and she kind of bounces in, and about 15 feet away, you see that there is no hallway.
Okay, so it is.
Does she turn into something?
Nope, she's still there, but you've knocked her out of the way.
Okay. Hey guys, let's go.
Look around for any sign of anybody up there besides her, towards the meeting rooms, towards the balcony.
As you look to the right, where the meeting rooms would be, it's kind of the same thing. It's almost like the meeting rooms are not there. And when you look to the back, when you look to the other side, to the north of the building, it's there. It's just these a black sheer wall of
What
darkness.
about the balcony?
That's for the balcony.
When you look out towards the south, where the balcony is still there.
All right. And there's emergency exits off of the balcony. We can get out that way too. Let's go.
And what you notice at this point is the skies above, where those clouds were, you start to see that there's a vortex forming in the clouds as they turn into this giant funnel. Seems to be forming almost directly above the library. And in the pinpoint of darkness within that funnel, you just see a nothingness.
I did not realize that we had tornadoes in Montana.
Yeah, we don't get weather like this in Butte.
Tornado can happen anywhere.
I don't see any sign of these guys.
Yeah, is there anyone on the
So
balcony?
as you kind of step up,
Like you say, talking
you
about
see
movies.
now that
We are not
those
in
terrace
Kansas
doors,
anymore, right?
right?
I know.
So it's all
I
glass.
understood that
You can
reference.
see the balcony out before you. You can see the city of Missoula. You see the Kiwanis Park. You see the winds, the wind lashing trees along the valley floor. But in the middle of the terrace on the balcony, maybe about 15 feet away from the doors where you are, you see Elizabeth standing. She has her back to you. She has something in front of her. It doesn't seem to be on anything. There's just something in front of her that kind of is there, like hovering before her. You see that she's moving her hands, and her fingers are kind of like playing over in like these patterns over whatever it is that's like hovering before her, as if she's tracing shapes in the air. You see John is kneeling before her, but he is not bound. He's in this kind of sag position, kind of on his knees, and his eyes are shut, or they seem to be shut, and he's kind of flickering, like back and forth, like almost like a skipped frame, like.
Great.
Classic John.
Great.
You see that storm is just hanging low over the building, and the sky is this kind of deep bruised violet color, and you see that lightning is kind of flashing down. With each flash of lightning, it, like most people would like be shocked back from it, but Elizabeth is just standing there like unperturbed as this lightning crackles around her.
Yeah. You guys were talking about movies, and you know.
Are you all right?
What?
I just said, John, are you all right?
Oh, but the movie thing, you know, if we get asked if you're a god, say yes.
So all this is happening before you as Elizabeth, whatever she's doing, you see like John, he's kind of flickering, like where he's kind of there and not there, kind of stuttering back and forth into reality. You can, whatever she's doing, you can see there is a response out in the valley as you watch these swirling clouds, that funnel, that vortex that was formed in the middle starts to break, and you see the clouds part. And you see up in the middle of the clouds a night sky
Perhaps
that
you
does not look familiar to you.
perhaps we are witnessing return of Lake Missoula, no?
Oh.
Maybe Elizabeth is gone.
John, we gotta get out of here.
When he asked if John was okay, was there any response?
No
at all?
response.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, Elizabeth now, she's not even paying attention to you. She has her back to you. She's out on the balcony. John is before her. You can hear her chanting, and she is saying, as each lightning crashes, you hear the words, Fremly, Mnath, Yag, Sathoth, Ngla, Nagn, Pathathan. As she's like, and as she repeats this over and over again, and making these more
We're told
intricate
to grab
patterns
book,
with her
right?
hands in the air, kind of like signing out sigils, you see that what she has before her is a book, but it is not sitting on anything. It is just hovering before her.
Does it have
as
any
she's-
barcodes?
I don't know. You'd have to get pretty close.
Okay.
But you can see as
It's
she's
not
kind of
system
like
anymore.
pulling, with her movements are matching
gonna
this
be mad.
flickering of
Okay,
John's
so-
existence.
Oh, great.
I'm starting to think we should maybe just embrace this and go in and go to it and be part of it. So I'm just gonna start walking that way. I guess.
No.
What way are you walking?
Towards them,
Elizabeth,
Elizabeth
yeah.
and John.
Okay, so you
yeah.
walk. You walk over
Yeah.
there.
What are you?
I follow her and try
You
to.
crazy?
I just
All right.
So
we've been trying to resist. I feel like it hasn't been working. I feel like let's just
So tell me what each of you are doing now. So this is the scene. You've managed to push the form of Maria over about 15 feet. You did not
Didn't-
destroy it,
yeah.
but you got her out of the way. Jan has come up, snuck up, and was first out on the balcony. Diane and Malcolm, you have followed Jan, and you have two. So
Yeah, I kind of knocked Maria out of the way, and then I guess I'm still kind of taking that in, but I'm trying to keep one eye over on to see what Maria's doing because
okay.
I don't want.
So you're kind of standing in between,
Yeah.
like the door
Yeah.
and the hall,
Yeah.
where the hall used to be,
And-
and the balcony.
Yeah.
So you're kind of right there.
Kind of keeping an eye on as these guys move forward, I guess.
And what are you doing, Malcolm?
I rush forward and I try to pull John away from this scene.
So you're gonna go and you're gonna move forward and try to touch John.
Yeah, try
And
to
what are
pull
you
him away
doing,
from
Jan?
Elizabeth.
Oh, I
Jan
thought,
is not a people person, so he's going to go grab the book instead.
I thought you were
Okay.
trying to hold me
And
back.
what are you doing, Diane?
I guess nobody's holding me back.
I'm calling you back. But
Yeah, I was calling you,
I
but
don't know. I know John a lot better than I know you.
I'm your mother.
I thought that was a metaphor.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very confusing.
So what are you doing, Diane?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm sort of going towards, you know what, Elizabeth?
So you're trying to, okay.
Yeah, sure. Elizabeth?
All right, so this is all kind of happening at once?
okay.
All right, so we'll start with you. As you try to go over to try to touch John, right? As you get closer, you can feel this kind of like heat and power that's kind of like emanating out of this book, which seems to just kind of be like floating in the air, right? Doesn't seem to be anything that's holding it up. As you go over to touch John, what do you do?
John, there's lightning, tornadoes, and you're right. Elizabeth, she's not right. Let's get out of here. Come on. And I just kind of like try and grab him by his arm and pull him away from her.
Okay, I'd like you to pull then, please.
All right, just one.
Yeah, I'll have you pull one. You're just trying to move him, right?
I think maybe Elizabeth is right.
Like the stars.
Yeah. Aren't they? I think it's... You remember how Joshua said that he was fine and it's fine?
Oh.
Well done.
Maybe it's fine.
So John is unresponsive. He does not like react when you call his name or anything like that, but he is still corporeal.
Okay, touch him.
And so you are able to at
Good to
least
know that's
knock
a
him
concern.
over and out of the way from
Well,
in
he's
front of
flickering.
Elizabeth.
Okay.
So you have moved John.
Yeah, I
You
get-
are standing there. I think one of the things you notice if you're standing there
Yeah.
watching all of this is that from that break in the clouds
Mm-hmm.
above, you start to see something coming through. At first, it looks like a long black shadow, like a long, narrow, thin cloud that is coming out from behind the other clouds. But as you watch, a second black shape forms on the other side of the vortex, and then a third. And you realize they are winding down and around the clouds, almost in a tentacle-like form. And you watch as they start to descend and almost spread out over the entire valley of Missoula. And as you're watching this happen, these long tendrils of blackness seem to kind of curl towards Mount Sentinel, almost as if they're touching the mountaintops. And then you see another long tendril kind of going over towards the north behind the library. And it seems as if this blackness is coming down out from the vortex of clouds above. So that's what you see.
Okay. Elizabeth, is this Yog Sagoth? Can you introduce me?
Elizabeth is not paying any attention.
Okay.
She is completely focused. And as you are standing there watching this, you look at her, you see her eyes are completely flipped back. And
Yeah.
it's just the whites of her eyes. She's not even reading anymore. She's just reciting this ritual chant.
I'm going to try to imitate her. But I can't get my eyes to go far back enough. I'm just...
So, Jan, you were going to
Grab the book.
grab the book. I would like you to pull 4 blocks, please.
I am ready to meet Cthulhu. I don't know.
Ooh, look at him go.
Right?
Is Yog Sagoth the fish one? I thought they all had tentacles.
Yeah, probably. Shove it out real fast.
Oh, there you go. That's 3. All right, so you do not die immediately. You grab hold of the book, and you feel like you cannot let go. But you are not instantaneously pulled into the book the way John was being pulled into
I
the
would
book.
like
And I
to
close
be.
the book now.
Well, you can hold it, but if you want to try to do anything with it, basically you are now standing as part of the ritual. So Elizabeth is there. She is still chanting. The book is still like floating before
But
her.
I'm holding it.
But you have now. How did you grab it? Did you grab it by the sides or from the bottom or?
Like from the bottom with the
bottom.
intent, close it and throw
You
it in the
feel
trash.
as if your hands
Take care of it.
are like attached to the book. You can now look into the book if you would like.
I mean, given my one of my traits that I alluded to before, I will not be doing to that.
So you're just going to stand
I'm
there.
trying to shut it.
And you're going to try to be shutting it. Okay.
I just feel like everybody else is getting all the things I want. Like, you gotta be stuck in an elevator. Now you're part of this ritual. I want to be part of the ritual. But I can't get my eyes far back enough.
Try grabbing the book too.
Well, what would you like to do? So these guys are all doing stuff.
Well, you're trying to close the book, right? Or you are closing the book?
You can
I
do
think
both.
other people are doing stuff before that, but that's the goal.
He has been able to touch the book.
Touch the book. Right, yeah.
That was, in and of itself, an achievement. So.
Apparently, the most difficult thing we've done, including climbing stairs, fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume if I try to, like, jump into the book, it's gonna be, like, 6 or something.
Well, you're kind of
apparently
like
failing
stupefied. You're like
Yeah.
you are standing there. You've just watched Malcolm
Yeah.
knock John over and out, like kind of off kilter from the ritual. You watched Jan march forward and try to manhandle the book shut. You've watched this event happening in the sky above you seems to be filtering over and like encompassing the entire valley from this vortex of like unknowable stars that seem to be peering through the clouds. So while that's happening,
Yeah.
you're
I was
watching the door.
Yeah, is the Maria thing?
I don't think
creature
she's
thing?
much of a threat.
Is she doing anything?
So you knocked her over, but she's bounced back up and she is coming back over, so coming right towards you.
Okay, so she is
Doing
coming.
that same thing, and she's
Yeah.
saying what she was saying before.
Yeah,
What was
all
it?
the same repeats.
If you stop her, we all die. If you don't stop her, we all die. If you stop her, we die. If you
Okay.
don't stop her, we all die.
Well,
She has, like, no muscle definition. You could take her out.
all right. Before she gets too big, I'll close the distance and try the knife again.
Nice! I thought he was going for the mace.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the knife, which is what I worked on Joshua. I'm gonna try to close the distance at her before she can get bigger and bigger. So I'm gonna charge at her and try to not only like kind of tackle this time, but also try to stab the book. I think she's a book. When I touched her last time, she felt like a book. Same thing happened with Joshua, so I think this time I'm just going to try to get her back to book form where she can safely be thrown away.
Which is what you do with books.
I've learned from my friend Jan
With damaged
Itor.
books.
Is that what it? Is that what your
Took
trait
2
is?
to take out Joshua. It's going to take at least 2 to take out Maria. If you want to try to end her. Oh, look at that. You guys are so good at this.
All
right.
Is it? Oh, that's two complete levels. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Look at that. Well done.
So you said there were tendrils and stuff coming down from the sky?
So you go into football player mode.
Yes.
You just like hunch down and just,
Football is life.
yeah, you just full on tackle Maria.
This is all Sean knows.
But the difference is you've got that knife in your hand. And if there's one thing that paper does not like, it is sharp objects.
Yeah.
Like scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And you don't feel
water
as
or
if
fire.
like your tackle
Yeah.
was what was
Yeah.
going to be successful.
strong
But
against
when
rock.
you put that knife,
knife.
inside
It.
what looks
Yeah.
like Maria, or did look like Maria,
Yeah.
you feel it rip, and you realize if you pull upwards, you are going to rip right through essentially paper.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
wanna spray
you
confetti.
see this movement, like just a short distance away from you, Diane, as Sean just suddenly barrels like a good 10 feet away. And as you kind of rip up and outward, you realize that you're just like tearing paper. It's not flesh, it's not a person. It is almost like a book made, an animated book. And you were able to like start ripping pages out of this.
Okay.
You're new,
Thing.
so you were not here for the travesty of all the like 50 or so books that had their spines severed.
no.
That's true. It's very easy
Lots
if
of books
with a
that we
knife.
needed to replace and throw away.
Do a lot of damage to a book with a knife, as we've learned here at the library.
And that is our policy. When a book comes in damaged, we just throw it in the trash. And just, we don't bill anyone.
So you just have like frenzy where
Yeah.
you just start like
Specifically,
ripping
these are
pages
damaged
and
books
paper,
that do
and
not have
as you're pulling them
barcodes.
apart, yes, they just start
Yeah.
fluttering in the air
Alright.
until they suddenly kind of like all are above you and then coalesce and you just have a book in front of you.
All right. I'll grab the book and start making my way towards the ritual area.
Okay, so what do you guys do next?
What are you doing at the
Diane, you really haven't, are you still just standing there, or do you want to try something, or?
I think I'm catatonic.
Do you need to make a sanity check?
Yeah.
All right, I think that that is fair. I think you need to pull to make sure that Diane is not gone completely insane.
She definitely has. She was kind of
You gotta
just.
go at least 2 full levels down. Brian just reminded me.
Oh.
So you gotta skip the first 2 levels,
Gotcha.
as long as they're full
Right.
levels and completed. But you can start on that 3rd level if you want.
I feel like I have to pull to do nothing.
Well,
Is there something you want to do?
No! I think I'm just standing and staring blankly.
Well,
can
I
choose
think
to
that
fail.
this inactivity
Yeah.
is definitely
You can also always fail.
like pushing you over towards
Yeah.
the
You
insanity.
could choose
so
to fail your sanity
Yeah.
check.
I think that
just go
you
crazy.
can pull 1 and remain catatonic. You can pull 2 and maybe you can do something.
oh god.
Oh boy.
I didn't expect the first one to work. So I didn't really care. But then since that one did work, now I feel like
You can also choose to fail.
Well, she's gotten the first one, so
Yeah.
she can be catatonic and just.
Oh, look at her go.
the stairs, like have my
Now put it up there. Okay, Diane, you have this sudden feeling of clarity as you are standing there feeling like you can't believe what you're witnessing.
Yeah.
You're not certain what's happening in the sky. You're not certain how the book is floating in the air. You're not certain what Elizabeth is saying and what these words are.
Yeah.
But you suddenly think, this is bullshit.
Oh.
Like, she doesn't have the right to do this.
Oh, I was really wrong. I thought she was right. Okay.
Who's she to think that she
Yeah.
can do this?
Yeah. She's not God.
So, you are feeling very clear right now.
Great.
If you tell me what you'd like to do,
Yeah.
I might be able to give you some direction for what might happen. But you have to tell me what you want to do.
I'm gonna kind of yell over to Sean and be like, should we stab her?
Everything else I've stabbed so far, normally it's not my go-to. It's usually like punch, bar fight, but so far,
I don't need the backstory.
it's all been stab, turns
Sure.
back into a book.
I'll say this, how about?
Yeah.
When you are standing there, you read those words earlier
Yeah.
and you didn't understand what they meant. But now that you're standing here
Yeah.
and you're listening to Elizabeth recite them, you can start to understand what she's saying. And what she's saying is,
4 souls, 4 directions, 4 anchors for the infinite. The angles will align, the gate will widen, the 4th shall be complete. The geometry shall sing. Yog Sahar, opener of ways, stand at the threshold I open for you. Give me the key.
And what is John doing?
so he's been moved out of the way.
Yeah.
So he is now not flickering the
Okay.
way that he was before. But it doesn't seem to have interrupted Elizabeth's ritual.
But Jan isn't like now flickering in his place.
That is a very good question. We'll have to get to Jan and see what he would like to try to do. But do you want to do anything at all, Diane?
Yeah, stab her.
Okay.
You want to stab her?
Well, I don't have a knife, so I'm gonna yell at him. Oh, I have my knitting needle. Okay. Okay. There we go. Pull out the knitting needle. I guess I'm trying to stab her in the neck.
Okay. Well, you know what you have to do then.
You know when you want to stab your boss.
Exactly. This
With
is a
knitting.
dream come
So
true.
you ask.
If you want to stab Elizabeth and you want to have an effect, I'm going to need you to pull it.
I mean, clearly, the big problem here is the book, is it not? So, how is, we've had some weird stuff with, like, gravity,
Should I try to stab the
like,
book?
with this vortex, things tend to get sucked up in vortexes.
Yeah.
If Jan were to want to try to slam the book shut and toss it into the big trash receptacle in the sky, could he do that?
That's true. We still haven't resolved that because you were
He
trying
can-
to close the book.
He could try, but I think Maria's going to go. Do you want to do this before Maria, or Maria, do you want to go first?
You can go first. Because you were trying
Okay.
to close the book earlier, so I think that makes sense.
Then I would like to, I will turn to Malcolm and say, there is something I must admit before I go now. It is very embarrassing, but especially working at a library, but I don't actually like to read. And then he will try to slam the book shut, throw it up into the vortex.
So you watch Jan
Wow.
slams the book or slams the book shut. His hands are still attached as he is pulled into the book, and the book flies up into the vortex
Oh.
and disappears.
He was my favorite one.
And you see Elizabeth is standing there, and all of a sudden her eyes, which have been back and white, come forward, and she starts screaming as she says, I won't go back to meaninglessness. I won't be nothing. I won't be nothing. I won't be nothing.
Can I stab her now?
Yeah, she turns around and sees us. She's got knitting needles and I got a pocket knife.
Yes.
Are we still
You don't
going?
even have to pull.
Oh, great.
I think that was a good way to end it. Jan gives his life
Yeah, the hero.
into the cosmos.
The hero of the night.
Diane.
I was saying when I was given the prompt, is like, what would you find be embarrassing to admit to your coworkers?
Yeah.
And then it only occurred to me later that that's actually a good trait to have when dealing with
Yeah.
like, Necronomicon. That I was just avoiding reading anything because.
Well, what an
That's awesome.
irony.
Yeah.
You've turned into a book.
Yeah. Oh, great. So just stab and then
Yes.
cut to
As the book
black.
flies up into the vortex, you see all the clouds and all those black tendrils, which had been sliding down the mountainsides, scoop up into them, and the clouds just like. And the three of you are standing there, and John is on the ground, but you see him kind of open his eyes and kind of blink, and he says, he sees the three of you standing there, and he says, what happened?
And Elizabeth is on the ground bleeding from her neck.
And where'd you stab her with these knitting needles?
The neck. I was going straight, just like there.
It wasn't
Yeah.
my fault, it was Diane.
So yeah, she's bleeding out on the ground. Yeah, John's just like, what happened? What?
I think we ate acid at the Union, and then we lost track of time, and we came back here. And yeah, it's
So
been a weird night.
are we still gonna go have a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Cool. He kind
we
of
should
puts a hand up.
probably. Yeah, we'll help him up. We should probably call like an ambulance
No,
or.
I don't know. I'm just gonna drop the knitting needle and just walk back into the
What
library.
happened to Elizabeth?
I'm going down the stairs.
I
Come
think
on, John.
Diane's going to jail.
Diane killed him. It's a long story. We'll tell you over all the beers.
You killed Maria, so you know.
I think she was already technically dead. Because, like, we have three people, presumably, that have already been turned into
Yeah.
books for the ritual
Yeah.
because they went sick.
Yeah.
Out sick.
I
And
made
one
such
day
a
at a
good
time.
book.
I think we just bypassed Crystal on the first floor.
Yeah, I think so too.
They were gone.
Yeah.
Maria, John, and Joshua and Crystal were gone.
But what a
They had
great
been
read.
sacrificed to
was-
the book
That was fun.
to open a threshold.
If I've gotta go.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course it's the janitor.
Well, thank you guys.
Hey,
thank you very much.
Thank you,
running.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a little?
Well, this has been Dread, which is a game created by The Impossible Dream. You don't have to have giant tumbling timbers, which is what we were using. You can use your own little block set at home to play this game. There's a lot of free stuff online, which is really fun. Hope you enjoyed yourself as much as we did.
Thanks.
Final happy.
Yeah.